So hi guys, welcome to the demo of the EA system. So the first thing, when you start up the app after finishing your setup, the first thing you will see is probably this screen, and I think the only difference is the default one is the light theme instead of the dark theme. I just simply tweak the personalized text. And maybe if you don't really understand what I'm talking about, the personalized text, then maybe you need to refer to the readme or the changelog, or even the guide for the functionality. There's a text document. So the first thing when you see this screen is actually just like any other operating system or any other app. There's like this login, sign in thing. So in our case, Valve is the same thing too. So you just type your command, and the command is just simply capital letter, all of them, login, and then you put a space behind it, and then your password. Of course, I tweak and use my own password. Not really my own password, but just temporary password, and it's very short, just all capital letter pass. Okay, just for the demo. So here what you can see is there's this timer, and there's also a read button, and there's of course you can also just exit this, after you log in. And of course, if you wanted to log out, you could just like type login again and just or actually you can type any word that's not your password, it will just automatically log out. So that's also a good trick you can use to just fake anyone or whoever lah, or maybe a quick logout. Maybe someone wanted to like spy, or want to just peek at your password. You could just type a fake password and you will just automatically log out. But of course, yeah, you will still need to log in if you wanted to use the features. But so if some of you are like questioning, what if like I use this timer and then I log out? So the first thing you will notice is, if you use this timer, say I set like a 1 minute timer. So, and yeah, I think it's actually not on the screen, like the pop-up window. There's a pop-up window when you click the timer, like this. If you click it short, it will just pop up there's like two mod for this timer. One is like for a single timer, one is like for kind of like a manager. There's like a main timer manager, and you can create as many timers as you want. So of course, then I think like after 1 minute timer will just pop up also. But in the meantime, I think I wanted to show you guys the plugin system. So what I have just typed is start plugins. It's all small letters. Yeah, it's just start plugin and then SYS, and then there's a pop-up. Let me try and show you guys. Yep, there you go. There's no name there right now because of course I just did not put any name there. But by right you should like put your name or something. I know rest, there's like whatever lah. You could, there's like when you create like the windows there, then we will let you like do some tweaking there. And let me in fact just show you if I could. There's like this. Yeah, this is what you would see. You could set up like like this 30, that's the time. You could put like 1 minute, just like what I had did before, and then just tap, just press tab, and then you could like go quickly go to the next one and just click notify or not notify, to notify you or not notify you about when the timer runs out. And this is like the message, rest, just like just now. So yeah, I'm going to close this and then bring you guys back to here. Okay, let's go with this plugin then. There's this plugin that I used to log what I had eaten, just to record or log, it's for your privacy concern. It's just going to just simply log whatever you type into it. For example, I type like I ate chicken or something. Maybe I just type the list of the food that I eat, and then we just write it into a text file. That's it. So hope there's effect. I don't think there's effect somehow. Somehow there's somehow there's no effect. So let me try. Okay, so yep, I just type it and it created a folder. So let me just simply show you guys. So when we just guess what did I type. Just guess for one line. Switching the scene. So 1, 2, 3. Here we go. It's chicken rice. And if you are curious why there's like 2 and 3 then, well, I mean, it's quite obvious. You can see like the second, and just now I did actually enter twice, so if we just write twice of it there, so it's good to know that it's quite sensitive. I mean, of course, you entered twice, then it's going to register twice. And for my plugin, I did not like reject, like when you just simultaneously press enter twice, because I thought like, yeah, because why not, you could just allow, maybe someone just work very fast and so yeah, that's it. I think, yeah, that's all the plugin to show you guys that it actually works. And so I think that's it. And if you think like, what about like the background changing, can be changed background or something, it's a bit lame or something, then actually you can change the background. And if you are curious about what more functions can we do, can we just only use this like plugin system and this timer, is that all, then I would say yes, practically you only have this. Other than this is the read button function, which I think should just show you guys for one. Oh, nope, I don't think I can show you guys. It just doesn't let the OBS to show it somehow, but anyway, so yeah, I think that's it. Like, there's currently not really that much function, but the main power is mainly at you can use the Java to extend your functions, or even run Python script or run a batch file, because from Java there's like many function. One of the function is you could use the runtime and then execute some scripts or batch files if you are in Windows, of course. If you are in Mac or other operating system, then it's another story kinda. But yeah, I think that's it. If you wanted to know more, then I would highly suggest you to just look at the guide or functionality there. There's like a very true guide that I had written. Of course, I'm just going to give you guys a peek at it, just to show what's actually like the functionality and what I have written. Yeah, so from here you could see that I did document the timer, how you use it, you know, what's the checkbox and everything. It's all there, and it's quite neat. Like the documentation for how you would utilize the plugin system, you know. Then how would you just create your own plugins, you know, and then you could just write your own script, you know. People say Mac OS have Python to create their own script for their operating system. For mine, I have Java. But of course, the main thing about it, I think, is the portability for across the operating system, and of course, it's also the performance is there. You know, if you're using Python, then you know you normally won't get that much performance. You know, if you are say you are going to like process through your whole 2 terabyte of disk, you know, and then you created a Python script. So how long do you expect it to, you know, finish it? What's the time taken, you know? And I think you all could just benchmark it if you are, if you are curious enough, you know, just create one for the Java, and also of course to just simply force the consumer to just, you know, not create a broken script. I think that's also a key point, you know. The login actually supports any language, like any Unicode language, if you are curious. So normally one would change language and then come back to here and then just, you know, type some maybe, you know, Chinese word, and then there's like the suggestion box down there. I cannot demonstrate it, but I think most of it, if you guys are interested, you could try it yourself. That's not really an Easter egg, that's actually like explicitly done to be, you know, to give the consumer to have the ability to do that. And I think that's it. Thank you, all of you, and then see you